Hey guys, welcome to my Follow Me Around the Farm 2018 edition. So I've already fed the goats once this morning, but for the purposes of this video, are you starving, Ronald? Oh, you poor little guy. So for the purposes of the video, we're gonna feed them again. You know, I'm sure they won't mind. So I'm not giving them a full scoop, but you guys are just wild. Wild, wild, wild. Look at that. Alright, that's all you're getting. Alright, so first off the bat, I will show you guys, we just had a new baby yesterday. I mentioned it briefly at the end of my video yesterday. I say yesterday, whenever that was. I mentioned that we had a goat having a baby, like, at that moment. She ended up only having one, and it's a little boy. So, let's go down in the barn. It's been super rainy. Yesterday we got like an inch of rain, so it's probably good that this little guy is hanging out in the barn. Here he is. He doesn't have a name yet. He's honestly a little ugly. I know that sounds mean, but he's kind of woolly, and he's like this funny little gray and tan kind of color. You know, he's not ugly, but he's not like, you know, really the look that I'm going for with my goats. And he is a billy, so eventually he will get sold because we don't need like a bunch of billies running around, but he's really sweet, so there's that. So any name suggestions, you can leave them in the comments below. Alright, so goats are fed here at the house. Everybody's happy. So with the birth of the new one yesterday, we have 19 goats here at the house. So definitely a handful. There's no more, bud. There's no more. Yes, I am wearing a big coat because spring has just like been taking its sweet time this year. It's currently about 50 degrees, so I'm still having to wear like a heavy coat. So anyways, it's a pretty dreary day today. It's not supposed to rain at all, but as you can see, it's just super cloudy, and it's supposed to be like this all day. But I'm definitely wearing my muck boots. These are a must because I'm always like walking around out here in the muck, you know, especially like right now since it's rained, everything's nasty, and I honestly wear these even when it's not nasty outside. I just have gotten a habit of wearing them when I'm doing stuff out here. This one right here is the mama of that baby. That's Spaniard, because she's like a what we would call like a Spanish type goat. So her name is Spaniard. Ronald, you are so naughty. Get down. My goodness. This is a naughty boy. This is a naughty boy. So, in addition to the new baby goat yesterday, we also hatched out some chicks. He's like, come back to me. So, this mama in here is very moody still, but I'll try to get some footage of these babies if I can. So I've actually got the mama and her babies in this, it's actually like a live trap that you can catch like possums or whatever in. I borrowed it from my grandpa, but it's working perfectly to keep her and her babies in. I've got to keep them separated from all these other crazy butts. So it's been working really good. It's they've got plenty of room in there. They've got their water and their food. Wherever I put that little food dish, she always ends up like moving it, like right beside her. So y'all are noisy. Let me get you some feed so you'll be quiet. Let's see. I need to get a better system for my chicken feed. I just have it in this bucket, and I have a big heavy rock on top of it to keep the lid down. So redneck. Alright, now you guys can be quiet. All right, let's see. Mama is not gonna like us getting in here. She's a very moody lady. She's probably gonna peck at us. Where's them babies at? Let me see them babies. Me and my husband actually nicknamed her Dragon because when she first started laying on her eggs, she is so moody and she would make like these scary noises that honestly sounded like little dragon noises. Let me see if I can poke around and get these babies to come out from under. There's a couple babies. 3 babies. There's actually 4 of them. There's the other one. That dark one right there. Oh, aren't they so cute? Aren't they so cute? She actually still has 1 egg that she's trying to sit on, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna hatch out. Yes, you're wanting to poke at me, aren't you? So yeah, it's kind of hard to show them because they're back in there so far, but everybody's doing good. 4 babies, that's the most I've ever hatched out. So what I think is really cool is the chicken that's actually, you know, it just hatched out those babies. She's actually one of the ones that we hatched out in August. So she's like not a very old chicken and she's already hatched out her first, you know, eggs. And you might be wondering, like, how did we hatch out babies? We don't actually have a rooster. We actually got some eggs from my husband's aunt because she has lots of chickens and she has a rooster. So if you aren't really familiar, you know, with like how that works, gotta put my scoop up. So to have chicks, you actually have to have a rooster around your chickens that is, you know, breeding them. And then the eggs that they lay are fertilized. So if the chicken decides to go broody, which means that they've decided they want to sit on eggs. I'm trying to get away from these chickens because they're loud. If the chicken decides to go broody and sit on the eggs, then in theory, those eggs will, in 21 days, they will hatch out. So, we had a, you know, the one in there, we had her go broody. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. I have this one goat that gets out all the time. She goes underneath this gate because she's small enough. Excuse me. You cannot be in there. She goes in there and eats the chicken's food. Anyways, so this chicken, she had decided to go broody. And so I was like, well, you know, we'd like to hatch out some chicks. So we got these eggs from my husband's aunt, and there you go, we have chicks. So she actually sat on a total of 6 eggs and 4 of them hatched out. So that's pretty good odds. Look at this naughty. I honestly don't care if they come into the backyard because the whole backyard is, it's all fenced in. So there's nowhere that they can get out beyond this. And I've actually been letting the goats come into the backyard at times to, you know, eat the grass and stuff because lots of people around me right now have already had to start mowing and stuff, like mowing their yards, and I haven't had to mow yet. So I know it's coming, like we haven't got the real warm weather yet, but I haven't had to mow the backyard. I have had to mow down at my grandpa's and my dad's, and that's where we're fixing to go because this is something I do every day. I take care of my stuff here at the house, and then I get in the truck and I go down to my grandpa's and take care of stuff down there. So that's what we're fixing to do. You guys are gonna go along with me, see what I do every day, and it should be fun. So let's go on an adventure. All right, we're in the truck ready to go. If you guys haven't met Sage, this is my child. Aren't you? Are you the best child? Yes, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. She goes with me every day when I go do my chores down at Grandpa's because, like I said, our backyard is fenced in, but this might be like so absurd to some people, but I never leave the house. I never leave her at the house just because I'm afraid that she would dig out of the backyard because we live right by a busy highway and I'm afraid she would get run over. So anytime I have to go anywhere, I always like take her to my grandpa's house, because it's only like 5 to 10 minutes down the road, so it's not that big of a deal. You know, anytime me and my husband have to go do something, we always just go take her down there, because it's on a dirt road and it's, you know, safer, I would say. But she does go with me up on the mountain, so like we're fixing to go. She rides on the 4-wheeler with me, so you guys will get to see that. But let's get going. I don't know how this camera's gonna be if I'm trying to drive. It might shake around too much. You guys can't see it, but I'm leaving the house and I'm down here at the like bottom part of our field, and the new baby is out there with her mama, or with his mama out in the field. So that's good that he's getting out and stuff. I just didn't really want him to get out yesterday because it was so rainy, and baby goats just do not do very good with cold, and wet is just like not ideal for a goat. So yeah, like I said, it's only about like a 5 to 10 minute drive for me to get to my grandpa's, so that's nice. You know, I don't have to like drive a long ways to go do what I'm doing down here. But basically I'm going to up on the mountain on the 4-wheeler to feed the dog that is in with the goats, because we have more. My dad has more goats. The goats at my house are mine, but the goats that I'm going to, you know, tend to and stuff right now are my dad's. So they are like way up on the mountain, and they actually have a guard animal with them, which is our dog Freckles. He's very old. He's about 13. He's a Great Pyrenees, which is like pretty old for a Pyrenees. He is not in good health. He cannot hear like anything. There for a while he was having issues with his eyes, and I know he couldn't see very well. Honestly, he's probably not that good of a guard animal anymore, but you know, we don't want to like, he's not like to the point where he needs to be put down or anything. So alright, so we're already to the dirt road, just that quick. Oh no! I didn't mention, I'm actually taking, I've got 2 dozen eggs here. Since I have chickens, I'm like the egg lady. This is gonna be really bumpy on the dirt road, so let me take you guys out of that. Yeah, I'm like the egg lady, so I'm taking a dozen to my grandpa and a dozen to my dad. I'll be there in a couple miles, and I'll see you guys then. Come on, Sage, come on up. Go around, go around. Oh, be careful. Come on. Good girl. You little fatty. So I made it down here. I'm in my grandpa's garage right now, which there's a lot of stuff in here. But getting on the 4-wheeler, I actually got down here, and my dad is home from work and he's sick. He's laying in bed, so we'll see. Hopefully he's all right. So I know it's dark in here, but we always take some of this soft food to the dog on the mountain, and then I always take him 2 eggs and crack over his food. And then the actual dry dog food is up on the mountain. So I'm gonna get all this ready. So I've actually got a egg carton that I put these eggs in so they don't crack on me on the drive up there. So I get that, and I have just a bag, like an old dog food bag. I put it in, and there's the soft food. So we're gonna put this on the 4-wheeler. Alrighty, and there we go. We're ready to go. Are you ready to go, Sage? You ready to go? Yeah. So my dad's 4-wheeler actually has this feature on it where you can see the miles that you've drove. So I'm gonna reset that to 0. And you guys will get to see how many miles I drive doing this. So let's go. So I don't know if you guys can see it way back there, but today the goats up here have decided that they want to be on the neighbor's land. So they're heading off back in the woods back there where they're supposed to go. Goats are so hard to keep in a fence, guys. If you're thinking about having goats, make sure you put like, it's a really good fence up. So I'm gonna go try to get them back in. Could be a challenge. Alright, I made it to the gate that they're supposed to be on the other side of. So they're just like, these goats up here, they are not near as tame. They're not tame at all as the goats at the house. Just because they're up here and they don't see as many people. Like me and my dad are pretty much the only people that they see. So they're very wild. So they're running up in the woods. So I need to run them back down and make them go through this gate. Oh, the joys of goat farming. Alright, so I got them back in. Didn't take me too long. But they're already taking off through the woods. There are none of them up here that are friendly enough that will just come up to me like Ronald does. Just because the area that they're in up here is just so large. I mean, they have lots and lots of acres that they're running on here. And if you want your goats to be friendly, honestly, you just need to get them in like a smaller field. So here's Freckles, man. Little Freckle man. Little Freckle man, he's a big old boy. Sage. I try to keep Sage and him away from each other. I always make sure she stays on the four-wheeler because, you know, he's a guard animal, and even though he's old, he still has some, you know, aggression in him, and he's not used to seeing other dogs. So, she listens to me very well. She stays on the four-wheeler. He is looking so nasty. You see that dark around his neck? He is like a solid white dog, pretty much, but he has been like rolling in poop or something. It's like, he's looking bleh, nasty. So, we're heading way over here to a barn. Well, actually, I need to go straight on down this road to get to the food barrel, get him his food, and then we will go to the barn and put it in his bowl, and he can have his food for the day. He looks so gross. Like, this rain doesn't help anything. He's like super dirty and wet and nasty boy. So, let's go on. Alrighty. You can get down now, Sage. Yeah. She's like, thank you. I wanted to get down. Alright, so we're at the food barrel. Just in case you guys didn't know, this is going to be a long video because I got to show you everything. So we have just like this barrel that we keep his food in. This shows you that we got a lot of rain yesterday. Let me set my phone up here. I forgot my tripod. So we're just gonna old school it. Alrighty. So I still got my bag with my eggs and my soft food. So got him some food. Pour it into the bag. I got it strapped on the four-wheeler. So now we're gonna pull on over the hill. I can see Freckles way in the distance over there. That post is in the way. That little white spot, if you can see that, that's Freckles. He's on his way. He's a little slower now that he's 13 or whatever, however old he is. It's like crazy that he's made it this long, and he's been on this mountain his whole life. So, alright, Sage, you need to get back up here. Let me get turned around. Sage, watch how good she is. Come on, we're gonna go up. Come here. Come on, listen. We have to go. Come on. Up. Come on. Good girl. Nice butt shot. Alright, so we have this overhang barn right here. Let's get this situated here. So now I'm just gonna put the food in his bowl. You know. So I gotta go get his bowl. So let's see, where should I stick this? Is this a good view? I don't even know like what kind of pot this is that we feed him in, but it's like it has like this hole in the side. So okay. Pour food in there. And then soft food next. He likes this soft food. Oh yeah. Then get our eggs. Cracky an egg. Look at this egg action. Alright, there we go. So now we will serve it up. Come on, Freckles. Here's your food, buddy. Come on. There he is, old man. Oh, he's so nasty. Oh, that is like rank. That is so gross. It looks like a goat or something pooped all over him. Yeah. Normally I pet him on his head every day, but he's going to get a nice pet right here. Because that is so nasty. You're a good boy though, aren't you? You're just an old trooper man, aren't you? Yes. He looks pretty rough. Because he's a rough old boy. So, alright, that's what we do. He's been fed. So now, we're going to head back to the house. I'll probably drive around a little bit and check some things in the field. But look at this good girl. If it was a warmer day out, I would go by the pond. We've got several different ponds. And I would let her go swim. Because she loves to go swimming. But it's kind of cool today. And I don't really want her getting wet and then pushing up all over me and everything. So we will not go swimming today. So, alright. Let's see. How far have we gone so far? So far, we have been 1.6 miles. So, there you go. Alright, let's continue on this journey. We're back, Sage. We're back. Hey guys, so it's a couple hours later since I got back from the mountain. I went in and I spent some time with my dad. He was feeling better. He had to leave work this morning because he said he took a sleeping pill last night, and he said it just kind of like made him feel weird once he got up this morning. Sounded like he had like a little bit of maybe vertigo going on or something, but anyways, he was feeling better, so that's good. But spent some time over there talking to him, and then went and talked to my grandpa a little bit, and now me and Sage are heading home. Are we going home, Sage? Yeah. So now when I get home, I'll make sure the goats are all right. I've still been getting a couple of them that like to get their heads hung in the fence, so I'll have to check for that, of course, make sure everybody's cool, check on the little baby chicks again, make sure they're all right. And then I've got to start figuring out something to make for dinner, because I have to cook food for me and my husband, so that's always a challenge, like figuring out something to make for dinner. Alright, so I hope you guys like this video. I hope you got a little bit of insight about, you know, kind of what I do. let's see, actually, since I'm filming this video, in all reality, once I get home and I check my animals and stuff, I'll probably go in, before I start cooking. It's like a little after 2 right now. Before I start cooking, I'll probably try to edit this video. If I've got like a video that I'm working on, you know, trying to get uploaded for the day or the next day, whatever, I typically, you know, work on that in the afternoons or something. So my day's pretty full working on farm stuff and video stuff, but I love it. So I hope you guys like this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. My videos aren't always this long, but maybe you like long videos. Let me know in a comment below if you made it this far. If you like long videos like this. I like to like longer videos. I like to watch while I'm folding laundry or doing the dishes or housework, whatever. I like to put any kind of YouTube video on and just have it on, kind of watching it and listening in the background. So I like longer YouTube videos. But anyways, I hope to see you guys soon with some unboxings. I haven't got my Peaches and Petals yet, or my other box that I'm waiting for, still waiting on that one. So anyways, I'm gonna get on home. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye!